Happy Sunday, y'all. It's me, V, the Sepia Scholar, and I'm back with another review and recap for Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 3, Beantown Wedding Throwdown. And I have to say that this episode, although it was long, as they usually are, was relatively entertaining. We had some really, really interesting reactions to people getting married. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and get through these notes and come along with me for the ride. So we're having the final weddings. And first up, it starts off with Noy, aka Noisy, and Steve, no job. Yes, I said he has no damn job. They done put somebody on the show that has no job to get married. Look at my face. Anyways, basically they emphasize that he just came back from a 4-month road trip and he's an adventurer and risk taker rather than saying his ass is unemployed and he was living in his car riding around the country. And they state that Noy is a hopeless romantic and believes in soulmates, and she believes in love at first sight. Just my prediction, I think they're probably gonna end up staying together because they both believe in arranged marriages so much, and they both want to be married so bad. They're probably gonna try to tough it out. And on top of that, they're cute. Steve, no jobs, just has no job, so it's a mess. So the nuptials were kind of delayed because Noy was super nervous, but eventually she finds her way down the aisle and she's super excited and happy. When they see each other, they cannot stop smiling. It's so obvious that they are attracted to each other. So what I thought was super funny that her new name is going to be Noy Moy. I don't know if that was a setup, what they had going on, but I do not trust these experts slash matchmakers because they've been setting up people for foolishness for several years. You know how each family talks about each person so that you can kind of get to know them because they're married at first sight. They don't know each other. So they warned Steve about Noisy and how she likes to wear party city wigs and dance, and she's real wild and free. And he was smiling the whole time. He didn't care. He liked it. Then they talked about Steve and said that he loves kids and he's an adventurer. And they're both super teary eyed, and their vows were very, very sentimental. I thought it was very cute, and it came off very genuine. When it did come down time for the vows and they exchanged rings, there was a lot of tension, and he broke the tension, Steve, by offering her a ring pop as an alternative. I thought that was super cute, and everybody was laughing and everything. So, just a side note, they panned over. I know this man's probably super married, but Steve's brother is fine as hell. I was like, ooh, he's a fine version of Steve, and Steve don't look bad himself. So, just side note. They give each other a kiss, and the kiss is sweet. And he keeps saying that he's attracted to her, and I really believe you could tell by the way his eyes light up when he sees her, and he thinks she's beautiful. She talks to him and tells him that she's calm now. She was afraid when she first came out, but now her nerves are gone now that she has met him. So they were really, really cute together. Meanwhile, on Chris and Alyssa's side of things, the couple to be preps for their wedding without much concern because they say they both trust the process that they've chosen to participate in. They show Alyssa, and they're talking because her girls will run into the hotel room, jump in the bed, right? And she tells her girls that she's not nervous, and they cheer her on, saying that they hope that her dude is hot. The setup is real, y'all. The setup is real. Then they pan over to Chris and his stiff-ass friends. Yes, they're stiff. They're boring. I'm an engineer, and I'm not that bad. At least I don't feel like I come off that bad, but they bored me just listening to their conversation. They basically force the man to admit that he's nervous, and he says yes, I'm nervous, and they start to beat him down with the words, right? And then he says he trusts the experts and doesn't care about looks. He says he doesn't care about looks. The expert, I think it was Pastor Cal, that said they matched the two of them because they were direct communicators and they both want a deep connection. So the thing about Alyssa and her homegirls, they really give off Valley Girl vibes as they're talking about the situation and kind of mean girl vibes. And Alyssa claims that she's not picky, but you can totally tell that she is. She says she's not picky, then she turns around and says that physical appearance and personality are important. And it seems to me that the only thing that Chris talks about is real estate and work and how he wants to be the most accomplished person on the planet, using his beyond his path and his goals and impress as a future wife, right? So that's mostly what he's focused on. Side note, a sepia scholar note. Alyssa keeps talking about looks and everything. Y'all, Alyssa and Chris look alike. They look like two cute little Christmas elves. I'm not gonna go there. They almost look like brother and sister. She's just the female version of him, the softer, smaller, frailer version of him. They look alike in the face to me. If you don't agree, say something in the comments. And I'm gonna say that the producers are super shady because when Alyssa's standing out there in her wedding dress waiting for him to get married, her friends call out how, oh, your teeth are so nice and they're so white. And then she starts talking about how important teeth are to her. And if she comes up on a snaggletooth man, it's not going to work. And then they pan over to Chris and his yuck mouth. I'm sorry, y'all. He got a yuck mouth, y'all. He got all this money for real estate, all these goals. Unless there's a medical reason he can't get his mouth fixed, something is wrong. I can admit there was, I'm just going to say devastation, but there was a guy that I thought was awesome, wanted to date him. He was everything. And I kind of stopped noticing that the girl was jacked up on the bottom because he was just that awesome, but that's very, very hard to do because I'm super into teeth. And I'm wondering why they did this. They know this girl cares about looks and teeth. Maybe they're trying to teach her a lesson about being shallow, but they're wrong for this. And she finishes off the discussion telling something. Is there a dentist in the room? The setup is real. It's a setup. So when Alyssa and Chris's ceremony begins, she walks herself down the aisle in those ugly ass gold cowboy boots that she keeps spraying on everybody, but he likes them, right? When she walks out, you can tell he is very, very happy. He smiles big because he's apparently attracted. She's crying. She says it's because she's nervous. That girl is lying. He says to her, he likes her bouquet. She can't even look him in his eyes, and she's making this stank face. She don't think he look good, y'all. She does not think he looks good. She can't. She's not gonna give it a chance. So when the officiator reads a message to Chris from Alyssa's family, they say she's straightforward and her faith needs deliverance. Same. And she gets emotional over the mention of her dog Penelope, and they warn him that he's gonna come second sometimes to her dog. And through that, he finds out that she's passionate about animals. As they're speaking after the wedding, they chat over champagne and they keep talking about animals. And later on, and when his family talks about him, they say he's a driven workaholic that needs a woman to grow with. So, like I said, he's super goal oriented, which is not bad. But if that's all you're talking about, I'm bored. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm bored. So, although he's boring, his vows were very on point and genuine. You could tell he really wants to be married. Although he has this hard, logical exterior, he's probably very sweet. Her vows were to be honest and direct, and once again emphasizes that she loves animals more than people. I'm like, y'all. Unfortunately for Chris, he can't seem to hold Alyssa's interest because he keeps bringing up his passion for frisbee golf. I'm like, Lord have mercy, here comes frisbee golf. But I guess if he likes it, I love it, right? She's saying she's willing to learn, but she's not going to play with him all the time. I guess that's her being open. I think she's just pretending to be nice for TV, personally, myself. She only got excited while talking to him when he hinted that he might be able to buy her a horse, and that his sister has horses who lives in Florida. That's the only time she gave a damn about what this man was talking about. Now we're on to taking the pictures. So they're all doing their photo sessions, striking poses, learning more about each other through the experience. And the first ones up were Katina and Olajuwon, right? Who are in a blissful bubble as they become more comfortable together. And what a red flag for me is he keeps asking if she's okay with an emotional man. Olajuwon, are you going to keep crying every time we have a talk? Is that what we're going to do? It's okay for men to be emotional. Everybody can be emotional, but are we going to cry every time we talk? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm not sure what's going on. So Katina just emphasizes that she wants kids and commitment and a husband. So I think Katina and Olajuwon are going to last because they really want to be married too. And they're from the same kind of club scene and everything. And unless some chick he used to go with back in the day cartwheels out the back and try to hate on it, they should be all right. And that's a high possibility because he said, I hope some chick doesn't come out the back and throw some dirt on my name, right? So Olajuwon is super happy because he's like, he kissed his wife and she had some soft, juicy, loyal lips. Y'all, what's loyal lips? Ooh, I want to see what that's about, right? I don't know. He is happy as hell, and he offers to pick her up. I think he's trying to show off those muscles. He's always trying to show off the body. I think Elijah is really thirst trapping just in case this marriage don't work out. He'll be on TV and all the women will be in his inbox. Boy, I don't think he's gonna cheat on Katina, but if she sets him loose, he'll be ready to go. But we go back to Alyssa and Chris, and Alyssa says kind of what I said. She thinks Chris looks like a real estate agent and avoids getting touchy feely with her new husband. Like she will not touch him at all. She wants nothing to do with that man. She's saying slick stuff. She's just being nasty. She keeps the excuse she keeps making is that she doesn't do mushy or affectionate. And once again, you could tell the setup is real because Chris says he likes her bluntness. I think he's gonna go along with whatever she says because he thinks she's pretty. But she's open and honest. But he says he's actually affectionate. So they set up somebody who's cold and not affectionate with somebody who's affectionate. Okay, we're gonna see how this works. Meanwhile, back with Noi. Noi is enjoying meeting Steve's family during their photo session. Basically, before they do the photo session, she wants to do a wardrobe change into some traditional Laotian ensemble. So it's really cute. She brings out this scarf that matches her Laotian outfit, and it was really cute. And now all the family was loving on each other. And mom was saying he looked like a good match. She had already said he was handsome. Everybody was being super nice. And then her little brother, who like had the one with the bright colored hair, was super sassy, and he's a trip. I already tell he's about to start some mess. I can tell. So now we're off to the reception and ready to get our party on. Get back to the notes. And at the receptions, all the couples are sharing their first dances, and Katina's super gushy, and they're both lovey-dovey. And Olajuwon is loving it up, and she says she enjoys feeling on Olajuwon's body. He's hard and strong, and he's showering her with compliments. Noi and Steve are super awkward and cute, and they share a kiss on the dance floor, and it brings his sister-in-law to tears. That was really, really nice and cute. As for Mark and Lindsay, apparently, just a note to you guys, apparently clanging glasses mean kiss. Out the blue, I guess, because they were about to kiss, they start emphasizing dental hygiene again. And then she goes out of her way to tell him she prefers a tall, buff black guy. Why, Lindsay? Why? But he wants to be married so bad, he don't even care. He ignored what the hell she's talking about. He just says she's had some bad dating experiences. Man, she's been out here in these streets. That's what the hell she's got going on. But to each his own. He says he wants to pull more of her loving side out, noting that she may be outgoing, but he can see that she's shielding herself in some ways as well. So she got up a wall, and he says he keeps emphasizing that he wants to experience to quiet her. Is she quiet after dark? So basically, he's ready for her to shut the hell up. That energy is taking him down. So we go to when Katina and Olajuwon are sitting down. The clanging commences again, and the kissing ensues. They discuss kids and are excited to learn that they share similar views about their plans, including traveling for a few years and then settling down to start a family. They bring up cooking again, and she's like, I can't do anything fancy, but I can get it done. He was like, as long as the food is edible. He said it just needs to be edible. That's it. I just need somebody to cook something edible. So Olajuwon say they're gonna learn to cook together. Noi and Steve tackle a different topic at their reception. They probably set him up with the questions or whatever. She asked about his job status. He admits that he's not currently working a full-time job. I threw this note in. They weren't really talking that deep on the show, but apparently he was a sales engineer for software. But what seen with Steve, he looks like he might be all right. He doesn't seem too pressed for money. Who knows? They say that Noi isn't concerned about her new husband's future, but it was obvious that she had a problem with it because she made a face and then she just ate her food. She was busting down. Ain't nobody that damn hungry. She was trying to play it off, the faces she was making because that man ain't had no damn job. So Steve, no job, it might be a problem. He might be dusty like Gil. I don't know. So it goes over to Mark. and he's chatting with Lindsay's brother and father. And I really like Mark the Shark. He seems really, really sweet. He's asking them advice on how to deal with Lindsay, and they're telling him be patient and keep her on your side. And then they give him a hug, and he basically asks them for the blessing because you're supposed to ask the parents for a blessing, and it was really, really, really cute. So over with Chris and Alyssa, the train wreck. They have varying views of their experience. Chris is saying this is the best first date experience of his life. I don't know if that's real. Something is wrong. He needs to change his dating methodology or whatever. He's basically treating them getting married like a goal to accomplish. On the other hand, Alyssa is anxious, she can't determine if they'll make it to forever. The glasses start clanging. I told you to set up to see if people like each other. She starts busting down on her food, telling him she's not a lovey-dovey person and she's not going to succumb to peer pressure. And once again, he emphasizes that he's affectionate, but he doesn't want her to be uncomfortable. And like I said, she doesn't like him, and she's pretending to be processing the experience so she doesn't look bad on TV. They should have married her to a damn animal so that she would have been happy. That's what they should have did. So we're over to Jasmina and Michael, and glasses start clanging again. And Jasmina, who's pretty funny to me, pulls out a mistletoe and starts teasing Michael, trying to give him a kiss. And she had gum in her mouth. She's like, "You got gum in your mouth?" He was like, "I have to stay ready." So they start talking about their sleep schedules, and Jasmina wasn't here for it because Michael said he wakes up at 4 in the morning every day, and he doesn't get home till 7:30 at night, and the weekend schedule is even more sporadic. So she's looking crazy, like, am I even gonna see this man? And she's really, really worried because she's never been put first in her relationship. So that's really, really bothering her. So, everybody's little red flags are coming out. They do all the cake cutting, and it's really cute. Some of those cakes look super plastic, but I thought what Olajuwon did was super funny because he was excited about his cake being carrot cake. And I'm like, shoot, I love carrot cake too. Shoot, give me a carrot cake or some red velvet cake, and I'm a happy girl. So I think Olajuwon is cute and sweet. I don't know if I can take him on a full-time basis, but I don't know. Maybe if he put it down in the bed, who knows? So they show Katina chatting with Olajuwon's groomsmen, and she tells him like she likes to chill, and she smokes hookah. And they kind of ask her if she's one of those club ladies, and she's like, "Nah, I used to be, but I'm calmed down now." And then she asks about his quirks, and they keep emphasizing that you have to repeat stuff to him several times to get him to understand. If they get into an argument, he's gonna try to defend himself to make himself look in the right, and they tell her she has to be super patient because he's stubborn. Woo! It's a lot. Meanwhile, Olajuwon is talking the ear off Katina's mother. He notes that he has ADHD, and it's possible that he'll have a long-winded interaction due in part because of his wedding day nerves. And Katina mama in that wig was very rude. She was very rude. When he said he had ADHD, she was like, "Are you on meds?" Like, she came to him, and then she butchers his name and asks him what type of name is Olajuwon, and Mock said, "Who would name you that?" "My mama." "What the hell? What do you mean?" He says his mom's Irish and his dad is Nigerian or whatever. But then she gets upset when he said Katrina by mistake. "That's my pet peeve. Take out the R. The R doesn't belong there." And then to top it off, maybe the producers told her to do this because they were trying to be funny. Because he says he has ADHD and he's easily distracted. She's like, "Look, there's a rabbit." And when he turns, she scurries off. I'm like, I think that was supposed to be funny, but Mama, you are not looking nice in this scene. I did not like it. So go over to Jasmina, and she's speaking with Michael's sisters. We got the whole little Haitian sister squad. So they welcome her with open arms and gift her with a pin to symbolize their mother who passed, noting that this is a symbol of their mother watching over Jasmina. One thing that I also learned that I noticed when they were like, okay, it's usually us and Michael, and now it's going to be us, Michael, and you, right? So they're going to be in the mix of their marriage. They're going to be a third wheel. They call him a lot. It should be interesting to see how this plays out, right? Michael sits with Jasmina's mom and stepdad, who's like, the stereotypical traditional Jamaican man, super quiet, super, but that voice deep, looking good, dark chocolate. And Michael learns from Jasmina's family that when she's quiet, that's a bad sign, so he should ask for her to share what she's feeling. And I just, and the basically the stepdad was funny because he kept saying, "Learn to be quiet, learn to listen, learn to be quiet." Like his wife has put him through some things, so he knows to be quiet when he's in trouble, right? So I thought that was funny. So Chris goes over to Alyssa's mother, has a seat with her, and her mother says that he should give his new wife space when she needs it, otherwise she'll shut down and be unresponsive. He keeps asking everybody if she likes him because obviously he feels the energy that she doesn't like him. Alyssa speaks to Chris's friends, and they threw him completely under the bus. They said he was condescending at times, but he doesn't mean it. But in the meantime, I'm wondering if those are really his friends because they really dogged him out. They called him overbearing. They said he's teachy. She's gonna have to hold her own. They asked how she feels about him, and she's like, "Oh, he's kind." Y'all, she's not attracted. She don't want nothing to do with this man. Um, but she picked something because she was gonna pick something to get upset about, so she could get the hell out of there. She picked the fact that they said he's condescending. She was like, I wouldn't be able to put up. I don't think I'll be able to put up with that behavior, and this it doesn't sit well with me. She doesn't hasn't said two words to that man other than frisbee golf and horses, and all of a sudden she can't tolerate behavior. Let's get the hell on with your foolishness. It's foolishness. So the evening carries on with the bouquet tosses and the garter retrievals. I thought it was really, really cute with Michael and oh Lord, what's it? Jasmina, that the little garter belt and the little switch up. It was cute. And then they start talking about possible consummations. But nothing outrageous is really said. People start heading out of their receptions. I like the exits for their first nights together. And to me, I think Olajuwon and Katina, I think, are going to smash. But I have to bring up the elephant in the room. So it's all sexy when they have the husbands help them out of their wedding dresses and everything. Olajuwon looking good and his little, he got the little muscles percolating. He jumps in the bed and there's a freaking stain on the side of his boxers. What the hell, Olajuwon? No, you can take your ass to the Walmart, go get a fresh set for the TV. Your mama never taught you that you're supposed to bring clean underwear when you're going on TV, bruh. That's a big turn off. Did you jump in the bed with dirty underwear? Or maybe it was a mark. Do you iron your underwear and they left a mark? Lord, it's a mystery that I wouldn't want any part of. But then you lost a couple points, Olajuwon. Damn. Anyways, Michael and Jasmina, they're cute. She got her little hair wrap on, wrapping her little silky. He's in the bed too. I can't remember if he had a do rag on or not. But he was acting kind of funny about snuggling, so I know he's attracted to her. I think he has intimacy issues. Something is going on with Michael that's going to come out later. Lindsay and Mark are being Lindsay and Mark. She's clowning, she's joking. He's probably hoping that she passed out so he can get some actual sleep, but it is what it is. Noy and Steve are super duper cute. They're cuddling, they're nice. I believe if she don't think anybody's looking, Noy will give up that box. I think Noy will give up that box. So, but either way, we're gonna get to the main event. While sparks are flying with the other couples as they prepare to sleep, one couple doesn't end the evening on a positive note because the camera pans over to Chris, waiting for news as to why he's sitting in the hotel lobby chair. Alyssa tells the producer she doesn't like men who are condescending, and the comments made by his friends don't sit well either. And what it boils down to is, I guess him and her were on the elevator, and he was making jokes, and he made a comment that he was Alyssa's side piece, and she took that and ran with it. Let me tell you, if Chris was fine, she wouldn't have had shit to say. She would have took it as the joke that it was. But because you can't be ugly and talking shit, she was like, okay, I got to get the hell out of here. And like I said, they look alike, so she that's a pot calling the kettle black. So she comes out and meets her husband in the hall, and she basically tells him that she's uncomfortable and she would rather sleep separately for the evening. In other words, this is not a great start to their marriage. She do not like that man They did a little bit of flash forward to the season. Looks like Olajuwon and Katina gonna have issues because he found the text in her phone. Stephen Noy's they got their little normal troubles or whatever. It looks like all of them are gonna have normal troubles, but it looks like Alyssa and Chris are probably like gonna be separate throughout. Kind of like what the heck was that? Karen that didn't like the dude who dressed like he was from the 80s. Oh my god. Either way, like the ones who come to the show and don't like each other or whatever. So Alyssa doesn't like Chris. She's not gonna go anywhere with him. They're probably gonna get it annulled. If she starts to fall for him, if I were him, I would feel some type of way. I would be embarrassed, and it would be very hard for us to recover. With that being said, a lot happened in this episode. I really enjoyed the episode, minus the dirty draws and the bad teeth. I think it was a really good episode. So join me next time on my next review. I've caught up. Super happy. You guys have a happy rest of your Sunday and stay blessed. Love you. CPS Scholar out.